all that starts flooding back, and I'm like, wow, that chicken burger had a lot more in it than just chicken. Good gravy. That's a moment, right? That's that you go through this really difficult time and you can just feel God holding you, like that strong tower, or that, you know, that father's embrace, or the shield in front of you, or the ground below you where everything's shaking, or the anchor of your ship that keeps you from, you know, wrecking. Whatever the illustration you want, you had that moment of realizing that there's a strength outside of you, beyond you, that is doing something that you could never figure out. I remember, because for a long time I was going through a difficult time. Like, my life has been not super easy over the last decade or so, and there have been times where, you know, I really did get to the end of myself, and I didn't have I was physically exhausted. My body hurt, my stomach hurt. I could barely, you know, I had Pepto-Bismol in every vehicle, I had it in vehicle, I had it in the office, I had it in my bedroom, I had it in the bathroom, like I had kitchen, I just had Pepto everywhere because I was a wreck. And then as things got worse, and, you know, people who were in my life who were support systems would look at it and they'd go, that's too much for me. I can't even be near you because you're hurting so much. It hurts me too much. Like, my residual, like the radioactive effect of my pain was too much for them, so they left, right? And many of them would come up to me either later, or people would come up to me during and ask the question, how are you still alive? How are you still going? How are you still able to show up anywhere? Like, I think I'd be dead if I was going through what you're going through. And my answer was always, I don't know. I honestly don't, because I should be dead. I should be divorced, dead, and drunk. I know that for a fact. Was it not for the grace of God, I should be divorced, dead, and drunk right now, because of the misery that I've felt and all the pain that I've been through. That I would have medicated it away and sat in my anger and ran from anybody who cared for me and probably killed myself, you know. But because God held me so strong, I didn't. I had an experience yesterday. Well, I went out and my kid bought me a chicken burger, and so I'm eating this chicken burger, but I hadn't had one in a really long time. And when I was in the worst place in my life, when I was in that really horrible time, I would go, when I was going to the hospital, I was in the wrong place. Everything was a mess. I was difficult. One thing I do at 1 o'clock in the morning, I haven't eaten all day because all I've been doing is misery, hospital, difficulty, back, forth, you know, and I go eat a chicken burger. It became sort of my habit to swing through McDonald's at like midnight, 1 o'clock in the morning before, and to just grab a chicken burger, sit in the parking lot, put honey on it, because you got to put honey on your chicken burger, and eat that on the way home. And so I hadn't had one in a long time, right? So yesterday I get this chicken burger because that's what I was jonesing for, a chicken burger. But you know, I hadn't had a McDonald's one. Took a bite of this thing, and all of a sudden, like, whoosh, all this stuff comes back, and like all those chicken burgers I had in the worst part of my life, and the most difficult drives home, and the part, you know, the drives home where you just want to, you know, finish it, all that starts flooding back, and I'm like, wow, that chicken burger had a lot more in it than just chicken. Good gravy. But it was also a reminder of how far I've come. You know, because I'm excited to be here. I love talking to you guys. I love the ministry I'm in. I love being a streamer. I love doing Christian content creation. I love, you know, all the fun stuff I get to do with you guys. It's great. And how far I have been from sitting in the car at 1 o'clock in the morning crying in a McDonald's parking lot over a chicken sandwich. So much further, because God is good. God is good, and He has brought me through so much.